Hello, everyone. Thanks for coming out here today. The special advisor to President Muhammadu Buhari on media and publicity has opened up about Abba Kyari, gave a lot of revelations about Abba Kyari. And before we go right into it, please, if you haven't yet subscribed, do click on the subscribe button down below, and also do give us a thumbs up just to let us know you do appreciate what we're doing here. So back to the news for today. So Femi Adesina has really opened up about Abba Kyari's activities in presidency. And then we know he's only someone from the in-house that can really make a lot of revelations. And he has a lot of revelations to give today. So let's just go straight into the news. If you love Buhari, your sins are forgiven. Femi Adesina opens up Abba Kyari's activities. The special advisor to President Muhammadu Buhari on media and publicity, Femi Adesina, has opened up on the personality of Malam Abba Kyari, late Chief of Staff to the President Muhammadu Buhari. He said that the late Chief of Staff had been the architect behind most of the significant projects of the Buhari administration, but added that Kyari had his weakness just like everyone else. Adesina also recalled his last encounter with the late Chief of Staff to the President, Malam Abba Kyari. Adesina, in a tribute he signed and made available to Daily Post on Friday night, suggested that most of Abba Kyari's sins were forgiven simply because he loved President Buhari. Malam Abba headed the bureaucracy of Presidential Villa and constantly had things to do together. Almost daily, he had his strengths and his weaknesses. We all do, Adesina said. But my greatest plus for him was his loyalty to our principal. It was never in doubt. And for me, if you love Buhari, all your sins are forgiven. If you are like scarlet, they become white as snow. If they are red like crimson, they become white as wool. This is me, no apologies. I have read majority of the things written about Abba Kyari, positive and negative. I love the balanced one by Works and Housing Minister Babatunde Raji Fashola. I bear testimony to his dedicated execution of the Presidential Infrastructure Development Fund PIDF initiative, which guaranteed funds to cash-strapped projects like the Second Niger Bridge, the Abuja-Kano Highway, the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, the Mambila Hydro Project, and the East-West Road. Like all of us, Abba was flawed, but he was not conceited. We disagreed, but I never found Abba disagreeable. Infrastructure would be one of the strongest achievements of the Buhari government by the time it exists in 2023. There is no way those great projects would be counted without the name of Abba Kyari being mentioned. The rice and fertilizer revolution and the agriculture generally. He was the moving force behind most of them, translating the vision of the president into action. The good he did will live after him. The weakness have been interred with his bone. Some people, particularly on social media, have rejoiced about the passage of the chief of staff. They are all of men most miserable, really to be pitied. Those gloating are mere mortals. We all have our different appointments with death. May it only be in the fullness of time. It's our prayer, but nobody has control over it. I also point those misguided minds to the good book in Psalm 62:19. Surely men of low degree are vanity, and men of high degree are a lie. In the balances, they will go up. They are together lighter than vanity. Rejoice not at any man's death, because all men, whether of low or high degree, are vanity and a lie. Abba Kyari sleeps till the great day of awakening after what Shakespeare calls life's fitful fever. He contracted the deadly virus on an official trip abroad, so he died in the line of duty. He has done his own. You too do your own for God, for country, and for humanity. Abba Kyari died of complications from the dreaded coronavirus a week ago and was buried in Abuja on Saturday. Apart from seeing the late chief of staff in a usual manner in his dream later on, Adesina recounted moments of their last physical meeting before Kyari was diagnosed of COVID-19. Adesina said, "Our last contact was on Friday, March 20, 2020. President Muhammadu Buhari was scheduled to meet with the chairman of ECOWAS Commission, John Claude Cassie Brow, by 3 p.m. Such meeting held in the diplomatic room of the presidential office complex. The protocol is that aides invited to attend any meeting must be seated 15 clear minutes before the president walked in. I was in the diplomatic room at the required time. A seat had been designated for me next to that of the chief of staff. Few minutes later, Malam Abba, as he was often called by us, walked in. I rose to greet him. "Femi, how are you? They have said we should not shake hands again," he responded. Rather jokingly, he extended his right foot. I touched his right foot with my own hand, and we both laughed. Leg shake instead of hand shake. The ECOWAS Commission boss had come to discuss the ensuing constitutional crisis in Guinea-Conakry, which was to hold election that week. After 10 years in office and 82 years of age, President Alpha Conde had insisted on running for another term in office, and he tinkered with the country's constitution to make himself eligible. The opposition was having none of it, and there was civil disobedience in which some lives have been lost. President Buhari is the immediate past chairman of ECOWAS authorities, of head of state and government, and a highly respected figure in the sub-region. The ECOWAS Commission boss had come to consult him on the way forward for Guinea-Conakry. The meeting lasted for about 30 minutes, during which the situation in Guinea-Bissau had also come up briefly. When we rose, I had my opinion on what to do about the matters discussed. I consulted Malam Abba, and he agreed completely with me. I took my leave, headed back to my office. Walking right behind me was the Chief of Staff, flanked by Director General of the National Intelligence Agency and my colleague in the media office, Malam Gabashewu. They were chatting. After I passed through the security screening point that would see me turn off to my office, I looked back instinctively. Why did I? I didn't know still, but it turned out to be my last view of Abba Kyari. He was laughing as he talked with the two people beside him. The glance I took turned out to be the very final. At about 72 hours later, Malam Abba Kyari was diagnosed with the deadly coronavirus, which sent him sadly on a journey of no return. So my people, that is Adesina, Femi Adesina, opening up about Abba Kyari. He said he had he worked closely with him, so he knows him very well. We all know that Abba Kyari is one of the strongest ally of President Buhari. He mentioned it again that Abba Kyari was one of the strongest force behind all of the achievements of Buhari. Now that Abba Kyari has gone, let's see how President Muhammadu Buhari is going to be functioning. And he stated something here that infrastructure will be one of the strongest achievements of Buhari's government by the time he's leaving. 2023 is just around the corner. The infrastructure is nowhere. The roads are not good. Nothing has been done. And he's saying by 2023. So let's hope he's giving a projection that that change will come by then. So this is all Adesina had to say about this man. And he he didn't take it lightly with those that had a negative comments about him. He also stated that a lot of people were rejoicing as a result of Kyari's death. So anyways, Nigerians, we do have our opinion still, even if he spoke so well that Abba Kyari was a selfless man and someone that died in the line of duty. So guys, I do want us to leave our comment. Do leave your take. Share your thoughts on what Adesina has written. All right. So till I come your way again. Bye for now. And